And one of the things we see here is the importance of a generation and what we pass on to the next one. Otherwise, the changes that were made in one generation will not continue and have effect in the following generation, which is why it's important as we see through the scripture, and you shall teach it to your children. If you do not teach your children the ways of Yahweh, they're not going to walk in them and they're not going to know them. And if they don't know them, do you think their children are going to know them? No. So we have to teach the ways of Yahweh, to tell them about who he is and about what he desires for us, about covenant. Teach them about their Messiah. Teach them about Yeshua. Teach them about how they are to follow and walk in covenant with him, so that generation after generation will have blessing and will have life and will not forget Yahweh and the one who blessed them and has covenant with them and wants to have a relationship with them, right? So we're going to see some things here about generations and things that follow through. There is a generation that are pure in their own eyes and yet is not washed from their filthiness. There is a generation, oh, how lofty are their eyes, and their eyelids are lifted up. And there is a generation whose teeth are as swords, and their jaw teeth as knives, to devour the poor from off the earth and the needy among men. See, what are we passing on to the next generation? What are we giving? No, not generation to fall away from Yahweh, but to have generations that walk with him. And we all have that decision to make, which is one of the things we see. And I believe, just like any mother of twins, as they are growing inside of her, she asks the question, what in the world is going on in here? Right? When you get pregnant and you have the baby, and it starts moving, starts kicking, starts doing things, and that's neat, that's amazing, but let's face it, it's uncomfortable, right? Now, have twins that aren't just moving around in there, it reads they're fighting in there. So they're in combat in the womb. So she's in turmoil because all this is happening. She's like, what in the world is going on here? And what does Yahweh respond? Not just, oh, you're having twins. That's not it. He says there are two nations in your womb. There will be distinctions of this that's going on.